Barbara Platt-Usher speaking to us a little earlier there. Well, let's speak to Abdelbassir Hassan from BBC Arabic, who joins us from Cairo now. Let's talk about that meeting expected to take place there. How significant is it?
Yes, so far from Cairo, no news about the arrival of any Qatari official or even of CIA Director William Burns to Cairo. But we have learned from Israeli media that the Israeli delegation has already left to Cairo, and most probably it should have been in Cairo now, according to the Israeli media, with rare access to news from the Egyptian side, as usual, on such issues. But what have been reported in media, especially after the meeting between President Joe Biden and King of Jordan Abdullah in Washington yesterday night, is what's new on the table would be a 6-week pause of fighting, hoping that it could result in something enduring. Now the United States is offering for the table in Cairo for those meeting or participants in Cairo instead of a multi-phase plan as the case 3 or 4 weeks ago. Now the offer is a 6-week phase where there should be a humanitarian pause and during which hostages should be released, and Israel is hoping that a deal should be agreed on as soon as possible. And an Israeli official spoke to BBC News hours ago, hoping that this could be done in Cairo in order to avoid any more escalation, and promised that Israel will do everything to secure the release of its hostages in Hamas hands, including a negotiated solution.
In your analysis, how realistic is it that they will be able to negotiate some kind of truce, considering Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's comments?
Yes, I think, as Israeli media said, there is a U.S. pressure this time that Israel has to accept a deal, even if it wouldn't be that complete this time, in order to release the hostages. The main concern of the Americans and the Israelis at the moment is freeing the hostages safe instead of losing them day after day, and as well to avoid any more escalation, especially in Rafah. In light of the threats of the Israeli side, there would be a plan, or there is a plan to carry out an offensive in Gaza, in Rafah particularly, which is very populated, and there are warnings that it would be a catastrophic move if it's done. Therefore, efforts are being done by the key players, the United States, Egypt, Qatar, and the other parts in the region, of course, in order to reach such deal as soon as they can, to avoid any what's called catastrophe in Rafah, and even to spare the Egyptian, or to try to contain the Egyptian fears that any such ground offensive might push the Palestinians in Rafah to cross into the Egyptian side, which might cause the conflict to widespread, which is against the will of the key players in the region, especially Egypt, of course, and Qatar, the United States, and the European Union as well.
Abdelbassir Hassan from BBC Arabic, thank you very much.